An exciting day here on College Hill, and I'm joined by the big guy here, Frank Tavani, the head coach of Lafayette. And Lafayette put together an amazing class today. Frank, it's got to be an exciting day for you and your staff.
Well, it always is, Mike. You know, you get new members of the Lafayette football family. It's always an exciting time, kind of the first big step toward, the 2016 season as our other young men are here preparing, getting ready, and this culminates over a year, maybe 2 years of work, and our staff did a great job. We're real excited about this group.
Now, this class represents 12 offensive players, 12 defensive players, and 1 special teams player, but it also represents 11 states. And it represents 9 of those kids from Pennsylvania, 4 from New Jersey, but 11 states means you really went out and scouted the entire United States and found a lot of kids that can play at this level.
Well, now that everything is easy access on your laptop, iPad, or computer, or your phone, actually evaluating film on phone as well sometimes, depending where you're at. It's amazing the outreach that you have and the amount of people that reach out to you, because when you have a quality school like we do and a conference like we're in, it's quality, great facilities, and add the scholarships, certainly enhance the situation.
Now let's talk a little bit about the class. Again, I think it represents some depth. It puts together some depth for you, and it also brings you closer to that complement of 60 scholarships. But let's talk about the depth. The place where you needed that depth up front at the offensive line, you brought in 5 of those, and in the secondary, 6 defensive backs.
Well, Mike, and I've been in this game a long time, and you know it well. The game is won in the trenches up front. It always has, always will be. And certainly the depth we knew going in was an issue. And when we had the inordinate amount of injuries, it was certainly a tough go. But put a group in there, and they're a young group, and they're going to have to jump in probably in some spots and be immediate twos and probably get playing before they're ready. But good-sized group, athletic, and gives us some necessary depth and talented depth that we need to fill in when things do occur, and they will.
And they did that last year to you. The other thing I noticed is so many big kids up front that are so athletic, so much length. And I talked to this with your offensive coordinator, Mickey Fine, and your defensive coordinator at Link. They look for athleticism. They look for length. They look like for kids that could play in space, because that's what it's becoming. It's becoming a lot of one-on-one things with receivers, defensive backs, and then obviously, like you said, up in the trenches. But there's certain things that you look for when you were out there.
Well, no doubt about it. And you're also have an eye toward over the entire group of contribution to special teams. Doug McFadden's sitting at that table, and when we're discussing this, and if somebody doesn't say it, he's gonna, hey, how about special teams? And certainly this group is really going to add to that group in terms of that very thing of the length and speed and athleticism that it takes to be a great special teams group.
Absolutely, and I look right away, and I look at 2 senior quarterbacks coming back, both that can win ball games for you, both that have different skill sets, but 2 kids I think that get on the field for you.
Well, I think they're both going to play, Mike, quite honestly. They're both similar, both played about the same amount. They're both seniors. We're going to ask them to do some things that are going to be a little bit more physical maybe. So the bottom line is it's a luxury to have that, but I believe firmly that both of those young men will play, barring obviously staying healthy.
And it's a good problem to have. And Coach, let's just touch on your health. You look fantastic. You feel fantastic, young, enthusiastic. Tell everybody out there you're ready to rock and roll.
I'm ready to go. It was certainly a little bit difficult through some difficulties that week, the Lehigh game with an embedded kidney stone. But other than that, things are great. Another checkup with the heart's been super. All those rumors out there that I'm ready to keel over, totally false. And those people that say that made fools of themselves. We're ready to go. We'll be back. And we're angry and we're hungry.
Absolutely. Young, enthusiastic, and athletic here. Looking for another Patriot League title. Back to you, Gary.